Unpopular opinion, we need to bring back real unpopular opinion.
Current Champ here at it again. Like always, we're getting pretty damn opinionated once more. Some people's dark humor warrants the need for them to get looked into. Some people have this tendency to dress their prejudices and messed up beliefs as dark humor. We're talking about racism, ableism, classism, heck, even messing with children. You get the deal. I find that a lot of people misconstrue what dark humor is supposed to be. It's meant to be edgy, yes, but for it to be overly offensive and about an issue that's still very much a problem in the modern age, it trivializes certain matters that should be taken more seriously. This isn't about being soft or being some kind of killjoy. It's just basic respect.
Chicken is the best poultry ever, better than seafood too. Let's be real, chicken reigns supreme. It's clean, it's versatile, and it's the food of champions. You can grill it, fry it, bake it, boil it, whatever. It's the most customizable protein on the planet. And while seafood is nice in theory, it's high maintenance. You've got to peel, debone, clean, and pray it doesn't smell like low tide. Chicken, always there for you, easy to prep, light on the stomach, and packed with protein. That's why every bodybuilder, athlete, and meal prepper out there worships it. Chicken isn't just a meal, it's a lifestyle.
There is no point for absolutely spicy food to exist. If there's hardly any flavor and it's all just heat, why would anyone want to eat it? I adore spicy food, but here's the thing. If the food is too spicy, you just can't taste any other flavors from it anymore. The heat overpowers everything. And as a result, it just gets reduced to simply spice. And frankly enough, those kinds of food items suck. If a food's main selling point is just that it could make your mouth and your throat burn for the next few hours, then that's just a novelty item, not a proper food item meant to be enjoyed. And certainly not a food item you'd come back to, unless you're a masochist.
The 90s was the best decade for everything. There will never be another era like the 90s. The style, the slang, the fashion, the music, it all hit perfectly. You had real creativity, real risk-taking, and no filters. People weren't glued to screens or living through highlight reels, they were outside living. Commercials were catchy, TV shows were timeless, and the culture had soul. No social media meant your worth wasn't measured in likes, it was measured in memories. The 90s was the last decade where the world felt real. Everything after feels like a simulation.
Air fresheners in vehicles will never smell good. They are always nauseating. Speaking as someone who's had chronic dizzy spells and motion sickness as a child, air fresheners were more often than not the number one trigger of these. They smell artificial because they are, I'm aware, and there's something about them that feels so inherently plastic, like melting plastic even. I never once sat in a car with air freshener that had me thinking, oh, that's nice, simply because none of those air fresheners could mask their own artificial stench.
Handheld gaming is the future. Big consoles are dinosaurs. Let's face it, the future of gaming fits in your backpack. The Nintendo Switch started it, the Steam Deck advanced it, and now PlayStation and Xbox are catching up. The concept is simple. Play anywhere, anytime, and still get top-tier performance. Why sit chained to a TV when you can bring your world with you? Big consoles will eventually become glorified servers, while portable systems become the real experience. Mobility is power, and the handheld revolution is only getting started.
Bidets, dippers, or at least wet wipes needs to be used more in the toilet. It's hard to understand how toilet paper suffices. In Asia, using bidets, or at the very least dippers and pails, they're very common. They ensure a proper rinse after taking a call from nature. For this exact reason, I find it very difficult to grasp how anyone could feel clean enough with toilet paper alone. It's dry, sure. You could just wipe off residue just fine, but wouldn't some soap and water rinse away everything better? Or at least use wipes with antibacterial properties. That at least makes me feel more comfortable. While I can't deny toilet paper is useful, I just don't think it suffices after doing your business in the toilet.
Girlfriends and wives help men grow up. Men are simple creatures. Give us food, a roof, and a PlayStation, and we'll happily live like cavemen. Women are the ones who bring color, refinement, and purpose into our lives. They turn chaos into comfort, plans into progress. A good woman upgrades your life, mentally, emotionally, and even financially. Without women, most men would still be eating cereal from the box and sleeping on futons. Behind every man's glow-up, there's probably a woman saying, "Babe, we need new curtains."
Seize him. Cut his throat.
Fondant is absolutely disgusting. Even Play-Doh tastes better. I said it. Fondant is easily one of the worst tasting things out there. They always taste stale even when they aren't, and their texture, they just throw me off. Even the better quality ones feel so wrong to eat. I wish I was lying when I said that I've tasted literal clay that tasted better than fondant. In a similar vein as air fresheners, they feel highly artificial, which, I mean, again, they are. But they usually feel and taste like literal plastic with sugar sprinkled for compensation.
LeBron James is basically Mr. Satan, Hercule, from Dragon Ball Z. Hear me out. Both are famous, both are hype, both live off a little too much credit. Hercule took glory for fights he didn't win, and LeBron's had his share of stacked teams doing the heavy lifting. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, AD, Kyrie. They were the real Gokus and Vegetas. LeBron, the PR guy, with great marketing and a loyal fan base. Don't get it twisted, he's talented, but the myth around him, that's Hercule-level delusion.
First-person point of view is a lot harder to execute well than third-person point of view in writing. Most authors I see, they find it more comfortable to write in first person because it's easier. I personally think the opposite. Here's the thing, first-person POV means you're getting into the character's voice and personality. Sure, in third-person limited, you're still doing something similar, but at least there, you still have the leverage to tap into a more of a narrator's voice. In first-person, though, you have to embrace the character's identity to really sell the story. The way they narrate their own events also shape their characterization, so if you mess it up, you risk having readers misinterpret your character's personality and intentions. That, in my opinion, is what makes the first-person POV trickier. Because while it's true that you have to have more leeway than to be, casual, you still have to be consistent. Similar to how it is in acting, except you're doing it on paper as the author.
Brazilian women are the hottest in the world. Let's not even argue. Brazilian women just have it. The skin, the energy, the confidence, the curves. Every nationality wishes they had that magic formula, whether it's Afro-Brazilian beauty, European influence, or Latin fire. Brazil cooked up the perfect combination. They don't just walk, they sway with purpose. Tell me your best matchup, I'll wait. There's something in that Rio air that's just unfair to the rest of the world.
People should be allowed to be cringe. To be cringe is to be free. I see a lot of cringe compilations out there. While it's true that I winced at some of them and I found a number of these clips, intriguing, quite a handful of these people aren't even doing anything bad. They're just weird, and I think there shouldn't be anything wrong with someone wanting to act silly, even if you don't find it particularly funny. My bone to pick with cringe culture is that it takes away a lot of the individuality that people have, encouraging them to go with the flow rather than to actually embrace what they want. And while I am fully aware that the whole be who you are message is overused now, you really need to think, why are some of us so pressed about people just having fun? Even if that fun isn't the most conventional, someone is still happy from it, and that's okay.
Many modern relationships are just sex workers and clients in disguise. This one's gonna sting. Somewhere along the way, relationships turned transactional. Too many people treat love like a business deal. Money for attention, status for affection. We used to call that what it was, but now it's dressed up as dating standards. Social media turned validation into currency. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing new about the exchange between men and women, but now it's mainstreamed, glorified, and hidden behind filters and OnlyFans links. Some folks just want to buy love, others just want to sell it. Society blurred the line. Maybe it's time to stop pretending it's something else.
Hot coffee is better than iced coffee, while iced tea is better than warm tea. Iced coffee is good, but there's not much out there that could compare to, the feeling of holding a warm mug and sipping a well-brewed batch. It's comforting, but with the benefit of also being able to keep you awake. That's why it's no surprise to me that some people go feral if they haven't had their morning cup of joe. And while a hot tea is also good, iced tea is where it's at. On a humid day, it's extremely refreshing. Plus, if you add some tropical fruits in there, it adds this extra punch. We're talking both in terms of nutrition and refreshment. No one could ever make me hate iced tea. It's good, even with cheaper, bastardized versions of it.
Mid is the new normal in Hollywood. The creativity tanked. Movies are safe, predictable, and painfully corporate. Music albums used to be full experiences. Now you're lucky if 2 songs stand out. Theaters are half empty because streaming killed the excitement. Actors, singers, even directors. It all feels just okay. There's no passion, no bite. We went from legendary to lazy, from iconic to algorithmic. Hollywood stopped making art and started making content, and it shows.
Root beer does not and has never tasted good. I've drunk all sorts of drinks in my life, and not once have I found myself praising root beer. To put it bluntly, it tastes like expired medicine. Even if it hasn't gotten flat, there's something about it that makes it taste so old in the worst way possible. The flavor of it is hard to describe, but the feeling evoked in me when I first tried it, it was just pure dread. It smells like a beat-up air freshener, and yes, I'll keep slandering those things. And it tastes like children's cough syrup left out in direct sunlight for 5 months. It's terrible, and this is why I would pit it with Fondant in terms of innate crappiness.
Bugs Bunny is better than Mickey Mouse. Mickey's cute, but Bugs has game. He's clever, funny, and effortlessly cool. Mickey was the corporate mascot. Bugs was the street-smart trickster who always won. Looney Tunes had charisma, personality, and a wild roster of unforgettable characters. Bugs outwitted everyone with style and sarcasm. Disney built a kingdom. But Looney Tunes built character. Bugs didn't just entertain, he hustled. And that's why he'll always be the G.O.
Bro, we need more movies where the villain wins in the movie, my nigga. Because that's just some real life shit. In life, the villain wins 99% of the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man can't save niggas all the time. Superman can't save niggas all the time.
Infuriating as it is, it'd be nice to see more works where the villain prevails and makes all the right moves in their favor. Maybe it's just the part of me that adores angst, but I'd love to see more media and literature wherein the villain wins fairly. Nothing puzzles me more when an all-powerful villain gets screwed over with some handy deus ex machina just because the author said so. It gets old, and I'd love to see more fair fights between the protagonist and the antagonist. Obviously, in real life, I do not wish for evil to ever succeed. However, the idea is intriguing to me when we're talking about fiction. It adds this vulnerability to the hero, showing how even they themselves aren't invincible. It humanizes them, as painful it is to admit.
Combat sports should be a rite of passage for boys and men. Every man should know how to throw a punch and take one. Combat sports aren't about violence. They're about discipline, respect, and control. The Spartans had trials, soldiers had training, and even modern societies had drafts. Fighting teaches humility and strength in equal measure. It's not about hurting others, it's about knowing your own limits. Most guys today are soft, physically and mentally. Martial arts, boxing, wrestling, they reconnect you with your primal nature. A man who's never fought doesn't fully know himself. So, that's our batch of hot takes for today. Agree or disagree? Well, either way, I hope we're not getting pitchforks to our faces. Remember that these are just our humble opinions. If you've got any diabolical takes of your own, drop them down below. Who knows? Maybe we'll also have something to say about your 2 cents. Anyways, it's Current Champ here. Stay opinionated. Peace out.
Rain man, nigga. Outside of Houston where I rain that nigga. Tryna make some bread, my line rain that nigga. Aloof is the champ, gon' rain that nigga.